Today's topic is calculus of variation. In calculus of variation, we are going to study about the maxima and minima. Okay, we are going to study about the maxima or minima of a functional. Okay, functions. You know very well about the maxima and minima of a function, but here we are going to study about the maxima and minima of a functional. Okay, so now we should know what is functional. Okay, actually the functional is a mapping. Okay, the functional is also a mapping between the set of functions and the set of real numbers. Okay, that means in the domain you are going to have some functions, and in the codomain you are going to have some real numbers. That's all. So now we are going to study about the maxima and minima of a functional. Okay, and there is a rule, there is a condition for finding the maxima and minima of a functional. Now we will see about that one. A necessary condition for the integral. Okay, this one is a function. The integral, this one is called as integral I. Okay, a necessary condition for the integral I, where y of x1 is equal to y1, y of x2 equal to y2 to be an extremum is that dou f by dou y minus d by dx of dou f by dou y dash is equal to 0. This equation is called Euler's equation. Okay, using this condition only we are going to find the maxima and minima of the functional. Okay, so now we'll see the problem. Okay, now we are going to solve this problem. Find the extremal for the functional. Integral 0 to pi by 2 y square minus y dash square minus 2y sin x into dx. Okay, and the boundary conditions also given. These two things we are going to use to find the unknowns in the equation. Okay, first thing you should write the Euler's equation. What is the Euler's equation? We should first write the Euler's equation. What is that? Dou f by dou y minus d by dx of dou f by dou y dash is equal to 0. And in this one we are having dou f by dou y and dou f by dou y dash. Okay, so first thing you have to find these two things. Okay, from the given integral. So from the given integral, the integrand you are seeing here, no, this is our function f. Okay, so let f is equal to y square minus y dash square minus 2y sin x. Okay, now find dou f by dou y, that is partial differentiation with respect to y we are going to do. So differentiation of y square is what? It is 2y. Okay, and differentiation of y dash square is what? It is 0, because we are going to differentiate with respect to y only. That time we are going to treat this y dash as a constant. Differentiation of a constant term is 0. And then now here the constants were 2 and sin x. Okay, because here we are doing partial differentiation with respect to y, the other thing should be treated as constant. So I kept that 2 sin x. Okay, this is a constant. And differentiation of y is what? It is 1. Okay, so this is equal to 2y minus 2 sin x. Next thing we are going to find the differentiation of dou f by dou y dash. Okay, dou f by dou y dash we are going to find. So here this is y, but we are differentiating with respect to y dash, so this is 0, and the next y is minus 2y dash, and the third term we are not having y dash term, so it's a completely a constant term, so this is also going to be 0. So this is minus 2y dash. Okay, and then now substitute these two things in the Euler's equation. I'll mark this as 1. Okay, now the equation 1 becomes, what is the dou f by dou y? It is 2y minus 2 sin x, and then minus d by dx of 2y dash minus 2y dash. And this thing also you can do early itself. Okay, here also you can do, and before this also you can do. Okay, here I am doing here. Okay, in the next problem I will do there itself. Okay, it will be easy only. Wherever you want you can do it. Now this is what? 2y minus 2 sin x. This is 2y minus 2 sin x. And here, what is this y? This is only the function, that is y of x. Usually we are writing the function as y of x. No? So here y is the function of x. Okay, we are going to differentiate this one. That means y dash is also going to be the function of x. So when I am differentiating this y dash with respect to x, it is going to be what? Y double dash. That's all. Okay, this minus 2, and this differentiation of y dash is y double dash equal to this 0. Okay, and then now we are going to simplify this one. Okay, so now you see it is what now? It is 2y minus 2 sin x, minus into minus plus, minus into minus will be plus 2, y double dash equal to 0. Now you take this 2 sin x into that side. Okay, keep y term only in the left hand side. It is 2y plus 2y dash is equal to 2 sin x. And then now you see 2 is common, no? Just take that outside. Y double dash plus y is equal to 2 sin x. Now we can cancel this, no? So now this can be written as y double dash plus y equal to sin x. But what is this y double dash? It is second order differentiation of y. Okay, so we can also write this one as what? We can also write this as d square y. Okay, or else we can also write like this, d square y by dx square. Okay, d square y is also same thing as d square y by dx square. Both are same only, no? So either you can use this one or you can use this one. Okay, it's your convenient. And then plus y is equal to sin x. Okay, now I can write this as d square plus 1 of y equal to sin x. Okay, now we have reduced the equation into standard form of the differential equation. Okay, already you have studied this one in the previous semester itself. Okay, now we are going to solve this one. It is very simple. Actually, this is the second type. Okay, this is the second type of differential equation. First thing you are going to find the complementary function, then you are going to find the particular integral, then the summation of that two is going to give the final solution of this equation. Okay, first we will find the complementary function. Okay, to find the complementary function, what we need to do? We need to write the homogeneous equation. What is that? Simply replace the right hand side function by 0. That's all. Okay, now we are going to write the auxiliary equation. What is that auxiliary equation? Auxiliary equation is m square plus 1 equal to 0. That means we are going to replace the m by, that is we are going to replace the d by m. That's all. Okay, by replacing the d by m, we are going to get the auxiliary equation. Now we solve this one. M square is equal to minus 1, therefore m is going to be what? Plus or minus I. So here what we got is the imaginary number, there is the complex number. The number, if the roots are complex number, then how you are going to write the complementary function? That one also you learnt already. Okay, so how you are going to write that one? c1 cos x plus c2 sin x into e power 0x, that is e power alpha x into c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. That is only the standard form of writing here complementary function when you are having complex number alpha plus or minus I beta. Okay, here the alpha is 0 and beta is 1, so I wrote this one. So the complementary function now is c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. That's all. E power 0 is 1 now, so we will get only this now. Next thing what I have to do, we need to find the particular integral. Okay, what is the particular integral? We are going to take this sin x term. Okay, so what is going to be that one? Particular integral is equal to 1 divided by d square plus 1 into sin x. Okay, now what I have to do? We have to do the substitution. This is the second type now. So in second type what I have to do? D square should be replaced by minus a square. What is that minus a square? What is this a? Here the coefficient of x is only a. Okay, coefficient of x you are here, in the trigonometric term. That one, the coefficient of x is only a. What is that one? 1 here. So minus 1, the whole square is going to be minus 1. Okay, here d square is equal to 1. So now you substitute the d square by 1. It is going to be what? Minus 1 plus 1 into sin x. Now we are getting 0 in the denominator. Okay, so if you are getting 0 in the denominator, what we have to do? We have to differentiate the denominator with respect to d. What is the differentiation of this one? It is 2d. And we have to multiply x in the numerator and then write the sin x. That's all. Now you just keep this x and 2 as it is. Okay, And then you know that very well. What does it mean by this d? D means differentiation. So 1 by d means it is going to be integration. Okay. What I am having here is what 1 by d. So without disturbing this x, we are going to simply integrate this sin x. Okay. So integration of sin into dx. I wrote this 1 by d as integration of sin x into dx. Now what is integration of sin x? This is minus cos x. That's all. Okay. So now this is minus x into cos x by 2. Now we are going to add this particular integral and complementary function. Therefore the complete solution y is equal to, what is the particular complementary function? This is the complementary function of c1 cos x plus c2 sin x minus x cos x by 2. This is only the solution of the given one. Okay, but the boundary conditions were given now, so using that one we are going to find what is c1 and what is c2. Okay, so for that one we are going to use the boundary conditions. What are the boundary conditions we are having in this problem? One is y of 0 equal to 0 and the another one is y of pi by 2 equal to 1. Okay, first to write the solution. What is the solution we are having? We got here y equal to c1 cos x plus c2 sin x minus x cos x by 2. This is only the solution. Okay, now you substitute the first boundary condition, that is y of 0 equal to 0. That means we are going to substitute 0 for x in the result. Okay, so y of 0 is going to be what now? c1 of cos 0 plus c2 into sin of 0 minus 0 into cos 0 by 2. So this will be 0. Sin 0 is also 0, but cos 0 is what? 1. So we'll get only this term, that is c1 into 1 is going to be 1. But what is y of 0? Y of 0 is 0. So we got c1 value, that is 0. In the same way we need to find y of pi by 2 value. What is y of pi by 2? It is 1. So for that you have to substitute x equal to pi by 2. Substitute that one, it is c1 cos of pi by 2 plus c2 into sin of pi by 2 minus pi by 2 into cos of pi by 2 whole divided by 2. And you know that cos pi by 2 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1 and cos pi by 2 is 0. 0 into anything is going to be 0, this is also going to be 0, but sin pi by 2 is what? 1. 1 into c2 is what? c2 only. So, but what is y of pi by 2? That is 1. So from this equation we got c2 as 1. Substitute these two values in this solution. Now this is going to be what? Y is equal to c1 is 0, so we will not get this term. Okay, we are not going to get this term. So it is going to be what? Sin x minus x cos x by 2. This is only the extremal of the given one. Thank you.